Now let's do the news. The Ghana Health Service has assured its staff that it is working with regional coordinating councils to improve their safety and security. This was contained in a statement signed by the Acting Director General for the service, Dr. Patrick Kumar-Boaje, in reaction to the death of a community health nurse at the Sewa area in the Bosomtwe district of the Ashanti region. The husband of the deceased, Kwejo Ahin, wants swift investigations into the matter.
Ahin, the official name is Ruth Amaishan. She's a nurse. She's a principal community nurse. She works at Sewa Health Center. And she's married with 3 children. The last born is just about 2 years ago. And I am her husband. She's a very good woman, very loving, very friendly, and very accommodating. Everybody in this community can testify to this. So, I have lost a very good wife.
How did you receive the news?
I was looking for my wife when she didn't return home. So in the night, I didn't sleep. I roamed through Kumasi. I moved from emergency hospitals to police stations all around. So I was at Meshia Hospital. I received a call. First, I was told that they found the ID card and a checkbook just in a bush about 150 meters from our house. After that call, within 5 minutes, I received another call asking me to quickly come home. I was even trying to understand whether my wife has been killed, but they wouldn't tell me. Just after that call, a third one came with somebody crying on the phone. Then I realized that my wife has been murdered. So that's how I received it.
How do you feel about this?
I don't know whether I can describe how I feel. But I feel very sad. I don't think I can find a substitute of my wife. There's no way. Even when you are angry, you're fighting with her, she will tell you, "Pacho."
Closer, please. Closer.
Meanwhile, the Ashanti Regional Security Council is cautioning residents, especially women, to be cautious as incident of murder is all on the rise. The regional minister, Simon Osei Mensah, disagrees that the incident forms a trend, but says investigations are underway to find out how they happened. Well, he reveals the police and military patrols have since been increasing, even as the authorities work on installing lights in dark lit areas.
The region is safe. Once in a while you experience these things all over the world. I don't think we have a country or city that will say that for maybe 10 years, 3 years, there won't be any crime. The most important thing is that we should be able to reduce it to the barest minimum, if not eliminating it at all. The crime rate as compared to previous years is come down. It's unfortunate that we've experienced such a crime and then happening to a nurse. The police is still investigating the case, and when they come out with the final report, I can give you full briefing as to what happened. So we are pleading to especially the ladies that they should be careful. Somebody comes for you in the night, wherever the person takes you to, you are not aware, and that person can do anything to you. So they have to be extremely careful.
But that trend has been identified, that women are getting.
No, I cannot say it's any serious trend. How many did we experience last year or 2017. No, those things they said 5, they were not actually 5. Some were different issues. If for instance, I have a problem with my wife, and then I kill my wife, you can see it's part of the trend. We are talking about the 2 that were killed outside around Abripo. Somebody who killed the wife, shot the wife. Can you attribute it to maybe such type of killing? No. So it was actually 2, and the 2 happened at the same place.
Right here in Accra, residents of Klago in the Tema West municipality say the disappearance of a 15-year-old boy, Benjamin Teteoklu, from the area has put them in a state of fear. The children especially say they do not feel safe in their communities. The teenager left home to play football on a community park on January 31 and has since not returned home. Search by family and loved ones in the last 10 days so far seem to yielded no results. The community members are calling on the police in the area to do more in helping find the missing child. Kwame Yanke's report is read to you.
Wearing red bands, some residents chanted war songs before expressing their dismay. For these residents, the disappearance of Benjamin Teteoklu has affected the entire community. Many of them feel unsafe. A search for the boy since January 31 has yielded no results.
And we've been looking for him, but we can't find him. So we beg anybody who has seen him somewhere and the person doesn't know where to send him, please take him to the nearest police station. We beg you, we miss him and we've been looking for him, so please help us find him. 9 days, to me didn't cry. They say me a grandma, or from area hanging from me grandma. And the boy bent away or baby to my grandma, good morning, good afternoon. And since last week, Friday, Bessie said, I need to me dance.
We can't sleep. It's been difficult. We are really scared because we've been here for a long time. We walk around late, go to church and return safely. We don't feel secured. We can't even allow our children to go out and play.
Mother of the boy, Emma Bosompra, tells JoyNews she is frustrated and not happy with the police's handling of the matter.
We've been walking around from Pung to the GTP runabout. We've been roaming.
Police force side there.
As for the police, they asked me to come on Tuesday, but I didn't. So they followed up with a call. But I told them I was not encouraged by their actions. But they asked me to come and they assigned a CID to the case.
And now, Osambe trauma no musem bio. And now, Omami Nama say, Beba, Namiti say, Obi say, Wati Akolani Kawa Babia, main friend Lionel.
The residents are, however, keeping their fingers crossed with the hope of finding Ben alive. Meanwhile, the police has declined to comment on the matter for now. Kwame Yanke's report for JoyNews.
We'll take you back to the Ashanti region, where residents of Ejiso are calling for strict disciplinary measures to tackle student and teacher indiscipline at the town's main school, the Ejiso Senior High School, where 7 students have been expelled from the boarding house for misconduct. The 7 females could be seen in videos that since have gone viral on social media advocating liberal sex. The incident, which the school authorities say has brought shame to them, comes on the back of another scandal involving sexual misconduct on the part of teachers that took place in 2018. Ohimi Teria has been following the story.
Ejosomai Senior High School came under the spotlight 2 years ago after 8 female students broke their silence and accused teachers of sexually abusing them after a leaked video went viral. They accused the teachers of making advances at them, to the extent some being forced to stroke the manhood of their teachers. Ghana Education Service, upon investigations, dismissed 4 teachers and transferred 4 others. But it appears the ghost of that scandal will later haunt the school, as some female students in yet another viral video put the school's name in the news again. Female students justified having multiple sexual partners and condemned girls who refused to have sex with men in the latest viral video. One of them is seen encouraging other girls to sleep with men for monetary reward. Unhappy about the conduct of the students, school authorities has expelled them from boarding house. Residents have condemned misconduct action of the students and teachers who bring the school and community name into disrepute.
I'm really concerned about it. I mean, it's pathetic, you know. So, such things happening in our schools. Ejusuma is one of the best schools in Ejusu. So when we hear about these kind of things, our children making such comments on social media, I mean, we become worried. We are really worried about such situations. Well, I'm really concerned about the authorities of the school. This is not the first time it has happened, and as repeatedly. It tells you the kind of disciplinary measures that has been put in this school.
I'm much concerned about what is going on. Previously, Ejusuma was having a good name, and then nowadays, the way and the manner things are going at Ejusuma is becoming unbecoming. Looking at the issues concerned about the indiscipline in the school. So as a good citizen, I'll urge the school authorities so that they will put measures, good measures in place, or they will apply the necessary sanction to those perpetrators, so that no one will go and do same to tarnish the image of the school. Because looking at what is happening, it seems things are not going well. I think the school handlers should sit down and do something better.
Meanwhile, the Ghana Education Service has declined comment until it exhausts all available disciplinary avenues. From Kumasi, for JoyNews, Ohimintiria reporting.
Meanwhile, the Ghana Education Service defended the Ejusuma Senior High School's management decision to expel 7 final year students from the boarding house over the viral video. Now, child rights advocates have, however, condemned the decision, insisting punishing girls by sacking them from the boarding school or the boarding house will only place them in hostels without any parental or school control or supervision, which also will further expose them to delinquency and harm from society. Bride Apia is the executive director of Child Rights International and believes the school erred in its decision.
It is about investigating the matter, find the right diagnosis, the symptoms of this behavior, and then prescribe rehabilitation programs for them. For me, that is what it is.
Isn't that what the school did with the initial investigation?
They did not. They did not. And even if you see the kind of, they said they are organizing counseling services for the school, not necessarily about the children, but they are rather organizing counseling services for the rest of the students who are in school. And for me, if you engage the services of any clinical psychologist, would tell you that it is not appropriate way of dealing with this matter by engaging the service of a counselor for the school and not those who have committed the offense. I think that there is something wrong. Again, it comes back to the issue of the parents sitting down with the school to agree. It should send a signal even to the school authorities that there's a relationship issue between the students and their parents, that they even have to have interest in addressing that issue, because you have not done anything in relation to the state of the children. You've not done anything in relation to the state of the children. All you are interested in is the dignity of the school and how the school's name has been protected and all that. But these are students that we are making investments. The taxpayers' money is being used to train these children. So if they are exhibiting behavior that is contrary to the behavior that we expect any student to exhibit, it is our responsibility to ensure that they acquire the normal behavior that is expected of them. And that, for me, is what they failed to do. But in this case, I don't think that punishment is the best option.
And that's it, the latest news update we have. We have more news as we look at the stories that are occupying the front pages of the newspapers we have in the studio. Do stay with us. Please always get interactive. And, well, always add, especially on Twitter and Facebook, those messages or comments you would want to make to our content we provide you with the hashtags AM Show, JoyNews, Arrive Alive.